Michelle, this is Michmash. I'm finally back. I'm finally back. I'm going to be starting to make videos again, hopefully get back into my regular schedule. I kind of just took a break while I was moving, and then I went on holidays, and everything just kind of fell to the wayside, but I'm back now and I want to get back into things. I figured I'll start with my currently reading / library haul. Start with the books I got from the library yesterday. Starting with the most beautiful book, Vinegar Girl by Anne Tyler. This, if you haven't heard about it, is a retelling of The Taming of the Shrew by Shakespeare, obviously. And I've never read the original Taming of the Shrew play, but I have seen 10 Things I Hate About You, and I like that movie, so basically the same thing, right? I have heard mixed reviews on this one. I know Alicia over at Ex Libris, she did not like this book. She gave it a 1 star, mostly because of some like anti-feminist sentiments in the book, I believe. But I know other people like Sana from Books and Quills really liked it, so I'm interested to see what I think of it. And I don't know if I've ever actually read a Shakespeare retelling before, so I'm kind of into that idea. Plus, I mean, I saw this at my library, it's brand new and it's beautiful, so I figured, why not? Then this book I put a hold on at the library and it came in really quickly. It's called Sundays on the Phone to Monday by Christine Reilly. I had never really heard of this book before, but I was just kind of diving into Goodreads the other day, just kind of exploring, and I saw this one review by this person named Tess who had read The Interestings and absolutely loved it. And so obviously I love that book. So I decided to check out her profile, and she said she'd read this one recently and really liked it. So it was available at my library, got it. This book is about a family and their struggles in 90s New York. It's kind of an interesting time period, and I love New York. So a book set there is good for me. It's called A Family Love Story. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to like that or not. I really like family stories, but I'm not really into love stories right now. I don't know why, but just like I've been reading a few books, and as soon as there's like a romance, especially if it's cheesy or I don't know, like insta-love-y, I am just so not interested. Like The Wrath of the Dawn, I just returned that to the library because even though I've heard so many people liked it, there's just this one moment where her sentiments quite changed from the beginning of the book to like a quarter of the way into the book, and I just couldn't deal with it. So anyway, we'll see. I'll give this a try, and if I finish it, I liked it. If I didn't, I didn't. And the third book I got from the library is the one I'm actually starting to read, and this is called 13 Ways of Looking at a Fat Girl by Awad. And I feel a little bit awkward talking about this book so far, but I thought, I think I had heard of this, but I mostly just saw it at the library and thought, oh, that's kind of interesting. I feel like overweight people are underrepresented in literature, so I thought I should diversify my reading a little bit. And the author is Canadian, from Montreal, and I thought that sounded interesting. But so far, it's kind of, I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I don't know, we'll see about this one, but it is pretty short, so hopefully I'll finish it pretty soon. So those are the books I got at the library. Somehow I found myself in the middle of a bunch of books. Recently, for the whole year, I think, I've only been reading like one book at a time, and on to the next, just like that. But then I decided I wanted to read a couple different books in different formats. So the first book I kind of just started about a week ago was, I heard about this app on the Book Riot newsletter. It's called Serial Reader. Basically, in the free version of the app, you get every day, and you can choose the time that they send it to you, the next segment of the book that you choose to read. So I'm reading Sensibility because I've always kind of struggled to get into that book, and I figured reading it one chapter at a time would be good. So every morning at 8 o'clock I get basically about a chapter, about 10 minutes of reading worth of the book, and I've been doing it every day since. So I kind of like that. I'm enjoying that, but I don't think it would work for every book. But for like a classic, that's like a big one that you've just never really got into, I think it's a good one for that. So I'm in the middle of that. Well, so I started that about 9 days ago. So I'm a ninth of the way, or no. So I'm 9 out of 54 segments into Sensibility by Jane Austen. And then I'm also kind of still reading Attachments by Rowell on my e-reader, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's a romance, and like I said, I'm just not really into romance right now, but I really liked Rowell's other adult books, so I might continue with that one. And then I'm also kind of still reading as well The Tenant of Wildfell Hall by Bronte, but I just kind of got a little bit distracted by this one, or distracted away from this one. Would like to be reading this one. So yeah. So it was kind of a lot, maybe a little bit too many things on the go at once for me right now, but definitely the app on my phone and the physical book that I'm reading is it's suiting me well right now. Other than that, we're gradually settling into the house and it's going really well. I still have to do like a bunch of shopping and things like that, but it's livable now, so that's nice. And I had a great trip to California. I'm hopefully going to be making a video for that, but there were some things, a couple of locations we were at that I wasn't allowed to, the pictures I took there I'm not allowed to post onto social media, so it's just going to be, I'm probably going to make like 2 different versions of the video, one for my friends and I that went on the trip, and one maybe to post to YouTube, so we'll see about that. Yeah, I don't work today or Monday this weekend, so I have an extra long weekend, so I'm hoping to do a lot of reading. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm excited to be back, and I will see you guys later.